recovery is not an easy, fun type of thing. They really, really speak to the resilience of humans. They have been through so much before they land in my office. My name is Amber Johnson, and I'm a registered dietitian focusing on feeding and eating disorders as well as pediatric work, and I've been a dietitian for about 15 years. It's really important to me, particularly with the issues that I focus on, to get to know the person. Not just their habits and activities and their daily schedule, but also just who they are, what their history with food has been like, what's important to them, what is meaningful to them. Even for my tiny friends, I want to talk to them and see what's going on. Because a lot of times parents have one idea and one perception, but we might get totally something different from the child. Sometimes it's a texture issue that they haven't really been asked or thought about. Sometimes it's a certain color of food. When kids know their boundaries and know what's expected from them, parents can kind of ease up on the stress and know that for the most part, our neurotypical kids are going to eat what's right for them. Maybe not at every meal, but as we look at the span over time, everything's gonna be okay. It isn't ever just about the food. It's always something deeper. It's always what's going on that's showing up with the food. What I tell a lot of clients is this eating disorder has told you that 2 + 2 = 5. And you've been so comfortable with that and that has worked for you. It can kind of be a head game. Because essentially I'm telling them, and guess what? 2 + 2 = 4. Let's distance yourself from this coping mechanism that's worked. And let's incorporate some new coping mechanisms. Let's nourish your brain and body in a way that's gonna serve you better. I'm on their side to help make eating a little bit easier for them. I had a patient previously struggling with body and gender dysphoria, had not surprisingly developed some eating disorder patterns as a function of that. And I worked together through a couple years. We got to a place where they were feeling much better in their body, had really come into their own in terms of recognizing, respecting, trusting the body that they had and everything that they could do. And they had written me a letter saying that I had helped save their life. And as a dietitian, that's not something you expect. I think the trust is built when they're able to recognize that I care. They aren't just clients to me. I want to make sure that they're doing well. I want to make sure that they're in the best position possible to address recovery or to address their nutrition goals in a way that works for them.